And we are live. Oh my gosh, literally that took forever. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I had a massive mare with it. Technology is not my forte, as you can probably tell from certain videos. Yeah, so situation. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Just going to wait for a few more people to kind of come into the stream. As you guys know, it's our watch along party. Yes, it's our first watch along party for Evil Dead 2. Very, very excited. Don't necessarily have to have Evil Dead 2. That's absolutely fine. We can literally just like chill and chat. That is okay. But I am literally just waiting for a few more people to kind of join along. As you can see, I have nobody with me. Gareth is not very well at the moment. I'm saying it like he's really not well. No, he's literally like he's just come off night. Unfortunately, he's on sertraline now. He's on his Bristol in the house. Hi, Andy. How's it going? Yeah, just saying that Gareth's not here basically because he started his meds. He started his sertraline, and they're basically antidepressants. If nobody knows. Hi, Carla. Hello, my darling. So he's just sleeping it off at the moment. Again, as you all know, we're going to Liverpool Comic Con over the weekend, and I'd much rather him be okay for that as opposed to doing this and then not feeling so great later on. Do you get what I mean? Like, I can only apologize that this stream has kind of had a bit of a dodgy start, but again, also my face is vacant. There is nothing on it because I've been at work today. As you guys know, again, need to start a drinking game every time I say that. I work at the dungeon. I work at Alton Towers dungeon, and my face has been covered with, yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right, Carla. Yeah, I've been at work today. I've been a plague doctor today at the Alton Towers dungeon, which is always exciting. We've had a few friendly faces through today. We've had Kit. We've had a couple of our other friends through as well. And my face is just so sore from wearing the makeup all day. My eyes are like really, really tired because the show lights are basically beating down on you. So that's why my face is practically naked. But it's fine. It's okay. We love natural beauty. How is everybody? Before we get started, how is everybody? What's the vibe today? Has everybody had like a good time, a good week? I know we've had a somewhat interesting week. So like Gareth's been at work, I've been at work, which is why the content has been a bit here, there, and everywhere. Did you get to wear a plague doctor's mask? Hello, Paul. Hello, my darling. The doctor will see you now. They're awesome. I'm glad you're okay. Sending hugs. So it's basically the character that I play is the doctor's assistant. Now, the story behind the doctor's assistant is they have no idea what they're doing. This is the first time they've kind of seen any people, and they're here to tell people about the plague. Like, they want to tell people about the plague, but their social cues are like next to none. Like, they've got none. So yeah, it's very kind of their name's Scabby, and it's very introverted. It's a very introverted character, I think. I thought I had tea. I don't have tea. That's a shame. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to watch Evil Dead 2 tonight. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to have Evil Dead 2. That's absolutely fine. You know, we can just chill and hang out. I am going to wait for about 5 more minutes before we start playing it. I've currently got it on the menu. So if everybody who wants to watch Evil Dead 2 can kind of get to that point, that would be phenomenal. So we can all watch it together. We can all press play together. I'm very excited for the movie, the new Evil Dead movie. I saw that someone had filmed the private screening of it, and Bruce Campbell was there. My sugar daddy was there, I know. And yeah, he said that it was really good. He didn't allude to whether he was in it or not, which really frustrates me. But, you know, he is getting on now, unfortunately. My sugar daddy is getting on a little bit. I sound like such a creeper. I can only apologize. Just popping in to say, hey, yeah, Harvey, what the hell? Why didn't you come back to me? So Harvey came to visit the dungeon a couple of days ago, and I did my best pitch to him, like, come on in, just so you can see some torture and you can see some plague and you can see some justice of the peace. And he was like, okay. So being at the dungeon, I get to play a multitude of characters. One day I could be the plague doctor's assistant, the next day I could be a torturer, which is always exciting. Yeah, a lot of people didn't actually realize that Almond Towers does have a dungeon. It does. We're a mostly friendly bunch. We're a horrible lot. It's pretty much the same as every other dungeon. You know, it's educational. It's about the history of the surrounding area. So we've got people like Dick Turpin, we've got Molly Lee. Yes, we've got Molly Lee as well. Love doing the Molly Lee section. I'm in there next week, which is very, very exciting. But yes, we'll wait a couple more minutes, I think. Yeah, we'll wait a couple more minutes and then we'll start it. Just let me know, the people who are watching, who will be doing Evil Dead 2, just because I'm very curious, like, are we watching it, are we not watching it, like, what's the vibe? Also, I am wondering what movie to do next. I am thinking of potentially Terrifier 2, and I hate that. However, I currently have it downloading to watch. Okay, Paul, let me know when it's downloaded, because like I said, we'll wait a little bit longer to make sure everybody's on the same vibe. Just because I think it'll be fun. It'll be like a little sleepover, little weird internet sleepover. Oh my god. I think I'm going to move it a little bit. Yeah, I can only apologize that my face is like so vacant. My camera is awful. There we go. My face is just devoid of any makeup or like any red eyes or anything. But honestly, I need to give my face a rest because that makeup, it is a lot. Carla was saying that she really enjoys my makeup. And I was like, it's okay, but there's still a lot I need to learn. For example, I'm going to be using fake lashes over the weekend. Like, I am terrified, absolutely terrified. But yeah, we've got Liverpool Comic Con coming up, and then we have got, what else have we got? We've got so much. We've got HorrorCon coming up, but I don't think that's until May. Don't quote me on that, it might be earlier. But all the Cenobites are going. So all of the Cenobites from Hellraiser 2 specifically. So the female Cenobite is different in Hellraiser 2 than they were from Hellraiser 1, which is fine. It's cool. Yeah, we're going to be doing HorrorCon. We're going to be doing For the Love of Horror. Apparently, we're doing Manchester Comic Con now because the guy who plays Homelander is going. Gareth really wants to meet him. He scares me. I'm gonna update everybody as well because I'm not sure everybody knows that the stream is going ahead. I can't find my phone. I got a new phone as well, which is always exciting. Oh my god, this stream is literally going from like a 5 to 0 very, very rapidly. There we go. It has seemed okay, actually. Also, you probably got me with the bladder. So Kip, who watches the channel, he's just messaged me. And one of the things that we do with the plague show is we dissect the body. We've got like a body in there, which is really, really cool. We've got a body. We literally like take all these organs out and stuff like that. And there's a bladder and it's filled with water and you get to squirt everybody with it, which is so much fun. I have a very interesting job. So sometimes I'll be having a great time in CBeebies land with the families and the kids. And then sometimes I'll be up at the dungeon doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's very exciting. I think we're just going to kind of use tonight to just chill because I'm a very tired boy. I'm a very, very tired boy. Yeah, like I said, how's everybody doing? I feel like it's been forever since I last spoke to you all. The last time was gosh, last month, wasn't it? I've been literally counting down the days until we did this stream. But I'm very sad that Gareth isn't with me because I always like it when we do streams together. But yeah, keep me updated with where we are with Evil Dead and when you're ready to go, because that's when we will start playing the movie. Let me know if you've seen it before as well. I'm very curious to like hear if we've got some Evil Dead fans, or if you're new to the family. I'm just checking the comments. No, Paul hasn't put anything. Paul, how's your download going? I feel like we're all waiting on Paul. We're having a little party tomorrow just to say, like, well done for getting to 1K. I still can't believe that's a thing. Like, I still can't believe it. You know, it's a lot of hard work, and people don't see how much hard work. I'm here. It's ready. Right. Okay, then. So, guys, if we can all get to the start menu, if you can drop a message in the comments and let me know when you're in the start menu, and then we'll all press play at the same time. Oh, this is going to be stressful. This is going to be very stressful. I hope it isn't a case of everybody's at different points, because I will cry. But yeah, let me know when you're all at your start menus and then we'll get going. I love this movie. I love this movie so much. It's the reason why I picked Evil Dead 2 is because you don't necessarily have to watch the first one. However, I think it's important to see where they kind of started to where they are now, and then when they go where they're going with the new movie. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Right. This is fun. Not seen Evil Dead 2. You haven't? Oh my God, Paul, you are missing out, bro. Evil Dead 2 is freaking amazing. Bruce Campbell is he is daddy. He is literally daddy. But yeah, let me know when you're at your start screen, and then we'll start. I love the art for it as well. I was saying to my friend Harvey, because he does a lot of film props, if I could get a replica of the Necronomicon with all the art in it, because each page has got like this really horrific art in it, I would absolutely love that. I have got the Necronomicon on my tattoo. So I've got the Necronomicon there. And then we've got the cabin there. Then we've got Kelly here. And Ash over here with Linda's head, which is always good fun. And then we've got are you ready? Right, okay. So if we're watching it, on the count of 5, ready? This is going to be stressful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Right then. Oh my God, did we do it? Did we do it? Did we do it? Paul, did we do it? I'm stressed. I'm actually stressed. Please tell me you press play at the same time. Oh my God. This is so stressful. We did it. Fantastic. We did it. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun, guys. We press the big button. I'm so proud of you, Paul. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait for our little meet up tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's been an interesting one. Right, I'm going to shut up for a second, because this is when it tells you. This is where it tells you kind of a little bit of the backstory. I probably shouldn't have picked this movie because I'm so engrossed in it. It's so bad. Yes, you are so talented with makeup, but you look gorgeous without it too. Oh, Carla, thank you. I literally shouldn't have picked this movie because I love it so much. I'm just going to be engrossed in it, completely forget that this live stream's going on, and just watch the movie instead. And every time I get a notification, I'll be like, guys, shut up. Oh my God, I literally love this film. If you're thinking about going to see the new one, please go and see the new Evil Dead, because a lot of people are boycotting it just because Bruce Campbell might potentially not be in it, and that is like such a stupid reason not to go and see the movie. I get that he makes the films, Like, Paul, if this is your first time watching it, you'll get it. Baby Bruce. Oh, what a man. This is just gonna be me fangirling about Bruce Campbell for the next hour and a half. Buckle up, buckaroo. That's how long the movie is. Um, yeah, I am very excited for the new movie. I'm very excited for the gore. Like, the Evil Dead franchise is such a gory franchise. I really hope that's Ash playing Bruce Campbell playing the piano, because I don't know. I'd find that very Daddy Bruce. I'd find that very attractive. They had such a hard time making this franchise as well. Like, such a hard time. So in the first movie, they um for the contact lenses would actually be made of glass and they'd be painted. Um so they could only wear the contact lenses for 20 minutes at a time, and that is bad. Like, I'm very naughty with my contact lenses because the ones I use, you should only use them for a month, and I've used them for about 2 years now. Please, if you are going to buy contact lenses and you are going to wear contact lenses, just be mindful that, you need to keep updating your contact lenses, because otherwise, oh, it's so cheesy. Oh my God, I love it so much. He's such an idiot. Um, yeah, they had a hard time with Evil Dead, the first one, because it was so low budget and they just had to do everything themselves. Um, and Bruce, this is another reason why Bruce doesn't want to do the Evil Dead stuff anymore, because he got that knocked about from it. It did not end well for him, bless him. Now, this is the thing, right? So, and this is the same from the first movie. If you're going to rock up to a cabin, like a derelict cabin, and then you hear all this dodgy stuff going on, would you stay? Would you stay? He's just so pretty. I'm moving. Paul, of course you would. To be fair, I would as well. Like, if I had the promise that Bruce Campbell would be there, like his shirt ripped open, yeah, I would absolutely move in. Is there like any horror movies that anybody's super excited for this year? I know we've just had um Scream 6, which was really, really good. I know a lot of people have kind of fallen out of love with it. Oh, these are my favorite scenes. A lot of people have fallen out of love with it, I think. Um, oh, what's her name? Who played Sydney? Is it Nev Campbell? I should know that name. Oh dear. Bye, Linda. Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of boycotted it because Nev Campbell wasn't in it, which is absolutely fine. But I think it's cool that they're kind of moving into this premise now that the franchise doesn't necessarily need its legacy characters anymore. Also, I'm not mentioning any names because I'm not that kind of person. Um, oh dear. I hope she's wearing better contact lenses. I really do. I think they're the glass ones. It's my tattoo. It's the bit with my tattoo. You can't really see Linda properly, but she's there. She's there. Yeah, like, so there was I'm not going to say who, because that's not fair, because you might like them and you might want to watch them, which is fine. Um there was a podcast that basically one of them refused to to see Scream 6 in theatre. Fair enough, okay. So they paid to watch another movie and then snuck into the screen for Scream 6 with their friends. Now, as an movie worker, as an cinema worker, I'm not a fan of that. I'm really not a fan of that. And their attitude towards it really sucked majorly. If you don't want to see a movie, don't see it. You don't have to go and see it. Nobody's forcing you to. And it's just, I don't know, man. Whee! I love this scene so much. Am I weird for finding Deadeye Ash attractive? I feel like I'm a little bit weird. I can only apologise. We don't see enough of him. We don't see enough of him. There's a game. There's a Evil Dead Revolution. Evil Dead Revolution, Evil Dead Evolution, something like that. There's a game, and yeah, one of the power moves is you can actually become you can actually become Deadeye Ash, and he is very attractive, very, very attractive. I don't know. I just dig it. I really, really dig it. Yeah. So back to what I was previously saying. Is anybody super excited for any new horror movies that are coming out? I'm very excited for the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Very, very excited for that. Especially now with all the photos and whatnot coming out of the sets, of the scenes. There was actually a photo that was leaked of Freddy Fazbear, which is really freaking cool. Really cool. But yeah, I think apart from that, I don't really know. I know Pearl. We're very excited for Pearl. It's a tough one because I really want to go and see it, but I don't think Gareth is too sure. Now, our tastes in movies are very different, massively different. And so he likes more of his slasher kind of stuff, and he does like his supernatural stuff a little bit, whereas I'm more like House of a Thousand Corpses, and yeah, more of my supernatural stuff. And Evil Dead, this is my favorite franchise. Still gives daddy vibes. I love seeing it. I want that on a t-shirt, Paul. I want Dead-Eyed Ash still gives daddy vibes. I freaking love that cabin. Do you know that that cabin doesn't exist anymore because a bunch of teenagers found it and accidentally started a fire? That is cinema history, and it's gone. It's been burnt to a crisp, and I am livid. Apparently, the only things that survived are the fireplace and something else. I'm not too sure. Oh dear. Not sure of any upcoming horrors. No, I know it has gone a little bit quiet on the horror line, hasn't it? Yeah, FNAF we're definitely looking forward to. I think I'm going to see Pearl. I'm pretty sure I'm going to see Pearl, which is a sequel to X. And I've watched the kill count for that. I haven't actually watched that movie yet, so I'm very excited for that. See, this is the bit I don't understand, because 1 minute it was bright and sunny, and the next minute it just went straight to night. And I don't know if it's a case of the Deadites are like working their like little voodoo-y kind of powers to make it so it goes straight to night. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I love that car so much. I think that was my one gripe with the remake of the first Evil Dead movie. So the remake is basically the friendship group is different, and the main protagonist is a female protagonist, which that's not the issue I have. The issue I have is the fact that the car is next to the cabin, and so that would say to me that Ash has been there, but I don't know. I don't know. Run, Queen, run! My screen went very dark then for a second. Like, that cabin just looks so cozy, doesn't it? Can you imagine just having a holiday in something like that? That'd be so cute. But there's another little tidbit as well. You'll notice that when the camera looks up into the rafters, you can see the top of the studio. Well, it's not a studio. I think it was for the Evil Dead 2, they put the inside of the cabin in a gym, like a gym in America in a high school. And if you look up into the rafters, you can see the top of the building. It's not very good. I love these little tidbits. I'm so jealous of people in America because they have like these roadshow kind of places, these sideshow places, and one of them is like a horror museum, and they did an Evil Dead special where they got the severed head of Linda, they got the Necronomicon, they got the original chainsaw, I think, the original pages from the Necronomicon. It was all there, and I'm fuming. That would be so cool to do. Yeah, I know, right? Like, why don't we get stuff like that? It's so frustrating, especially being someone like a horror YouTuber in the UK or doing the alternative stuff in the UK. Because whilst we have like, the dark history side of what we do is amazing because we've got so much of it, and that's where America's lacking because they haven't got as much history as us. But they make up for it in like other things, like horror conventions, sideshow attractions, side road attractions, all sorts of stuff like that. We'd absolutely kill to go over to America and do a road trip. And that is one of our big goals, to go over, do a road trip, do a bunch of horror conventions, and just explore. Do you know what I mean? We really want to go to the Clown Hotel, the Haunted Clown Hotel, that has got the cemetery next to it. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Who just thought, do you know what this cemetery really needs? It needs a clown hotel next to it, which is apparently haunted as well. Shock horror. I don't understand why he falls. I never get that bit. Also, can we just talk about the fact, like, he had to carry this first part all on his own? That's some hard work. Doing acting, doing anything on your own, and carrying something. Like now, without Gareth being here, I'm like having to carry this dialogue on my own. Isn't he beautiful? And that necklace as well, funny. So they tried to find the ugliest looking necklace that they could find. And now it's one of the most sought after replicas. Yeah, they literally got it from like this junk store and just bought it. The ugliest looking necklace they could find. Like, oh, I love this so much. Yes, Queen, back from the dead. You know, you've got to think back then, like, this was state of the art. Like, people lost their minds at stuff like this. Um, Also, that torso, so the head and the torso were in the museum as a celebration. And you could tell they hadn't been kept well either. And it was such a massive shame. Me on a night out. Oh dear. I just love. Hey, no, it's all right, Chris. Don't worry about it. Hi, Lou. Sorry I'm very late, lol. So missed out on watching with Evil Dead 2. No point in me watching it now, lol. That's absolutely fine. I mean, if you have got it, you could always go to the scene selection. You might be a little bit late, but we are literally at the bit where Ash is like screaming, and he's sat in the rocking chair. I love this because it's just so like true to life. You know, when you get up, when you wake up in the morning and you just scream, or is that just me? I don't know. Probably just me. But no, it's absolutely fine, Chris. Don't you worry about it. How you doing, man? How's it going? Hope everything's going good. We're just having a little powwow about Evil Dead and how unfair it is that the UK don't get as much cool stuff as Americans do. So, you know, usual stuff. Gareth isn't here, like I said, because he's not very well. Good, I'm glad you're fine. Yeah, Gareth's not very well at the moment, so he's decided to take this one out. So you're just going to have to put up with me tonight. But that's fine. That's okay. Like all of this, you know, he literally just like threw himself around relentlessly. And the bit at the start of the movie where he was spinning around, so he was attached to this mechanism that just like span him around and it like did his back in. So no wonder he doesn't want to do the action pack stuff anymore. I wouldn't want to. I'm not sure how old he is now. I think he's 70. No. I'm going to ask Siri. See if we can ask Siri. How old is Bruce Campbell? 64. He is 64 and he doesn't look a day over, I'd say 50. Oh, there's the iconic chainsaw. I just love Linda's little bits where she's like, for God's sake, move. Just keeps smacking into him. Oh, but what else was I going to say? Yeah, no, apart from that, I think everything's like absolutely fine. You know, if anybody has any questions about Liverpool Comic Con or they want us to put anything specific in the video, you know, just let us know because we'll absolutely do that. Like, this is the first time we're going to Liverpool Comic Con. Gareth is a little bit unsure. He's a little bit unsure. He likes to know what he's doing. He likes to know what's going on, stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. He likes to plan everything, which is always great with a convention. We always say that, you know, make sure you plan, because then you'll get more out of your day. Do you know what I mean? Rather than just winging it. Never wing a convention. Never wing a convention. I did that once, and it was the worst convention I ever had. I think it was the first convention I ever went to, and this is how old it is. The splashing reds are bright, not the shack. Yeah. So, funnily enough, as well, Evil Dead 2 held the record for most amount of blood used, and then it was relegated to another horror movie. However, Evil Dead have done it again. They are going to be on record again for the most amount of fake blood used for the new one, because there's just that much. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I think one of the scenes I'm least looking forward to is this poor woman gets her leg absolutely torn apart with a cheese grater. And I'm not a fan of that. That's a great record to have. I wish I could hold that world record. Does he have to have? I can't wait to see the vlog of what you film at Liverpool Comic Con. I love it when I met David Harbour and met the cast of Sabrina the Teenage Witch just about a week before hitting us. Oh, okay, that's cool. No, that's cool, Chris. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting David Harbour. For some reason, I feel like he'd be like a big teddy bear, and I feel less nervous meeting David Harbour than I did meeting Joseph Quinn, just because, like, he's, in my eyes, like, he is next to Gareth. He is basically perfection. I look at it this way: I've got a new phone, and that's my phone case. Like, I'm such a simp. That is disgusting. Yeah, no, that's cool. I used to love Sabrina the Teenage Witch from the 90s and the early 2000s, but I never got around to watching the newish one. No, you're not. I mean, look at that. 2 Bruce Campbells. I would not be upset with that. Yeah, we're looking forward to Liverpool Comic Con. I think once we find our bearings on Saturday, so Saturday is very much going to be kind of like a tour of the convention. Yeah, a tour of the convention, kind of finding our bearings, whereas Sunday is going to be a little bit more cognitive, I think, just because we'll know what's going on. Also, we're meeting up with our friend Dean of the Dead, Dean of the Source, I like to call him. He runs his own. Oh, Paul, this is a good bit. This is where his hand gets possessed. You know you've watched it too much when. Yeah, so Dean of the Dead, he's brilliant. He has his own hot sauce company, but all of his hot sauces are based on horror movies, which is really, really cool. And we've got a good kind of friendship going on with him now. Yeah, we actually went to Alton Towers to do the Curse of Alton Manor, which we vlogged that. You should definitely go and check it out. Give me back my hand. Paul, spoiler alert, he doesn't get his hand back. Yeah, so we went to Alton Towers to do for the love of horror. What am I talking about? The Curse of Alton Manor. And we met Dean and his partner there, which was really, really cool. We went on it about 4 times. Now, the beauty of the Curse of Alton Manor is it's got a 3 to 6 month plan of making it bigger and better. So pretty much every time you go on, something's going to be a little bit different. Anyway, we all went on together. I wish I could pull yellow off like that. It's just a thing back then, wasn't it? It was such a thing. Yes, we went on it. And if you've ever been on Jewel, you know that there's a certain section that has a spider. And we're not talking about a little spider. We're not talking about a medium-sized spider. It's basically Spiderzilla. And a couple of buggies before us, someone was using a wheelchair, so they had to basically stop the ride so they could get off. And guess where we ended up? I'll give you a wild guess. I screamed blue murder. Oh my God. Also, blue eyeshadow was such a thing back then, wasn't it? Really don't cast you. You wouldn't, would you? Like, if someone said, "Yeah, I'll show you where something is, but it's going to cost you 100 quid," you wouldn't do it, would you? You just wouldn't do it. I know, Paul. I know. Oh my God, I know. But apart from that, the ride was really, really good. We'll definitely, Paul, we'll all definitely have to go all together at some point. It's good fun, really, really good fun. Like, it's completely different from Jewel. There are certain bits that are the same, but it's very different. Oh, I love this. So all of this he did. And that flip, that was him as well. Also, so that's the homage from Doctor Strange 2. So, you know, when Doctor Strange basically makes like Pizza Popper beat himself up, that's what this is a callback to. So now you finally know what the callback is. That's cool, man. Oh, hell yeah. Like, what would you do in this situation? I want to know, like, if your hand suddenly got possessed, what would you do in this situation? I don't know. Would you try to reason with it? Would you just oh, grim. But yeah, let us know what horror movie you want us to do next. I'm definitely thinking we're going to do Terrifier 2. I only say Terrifier 2 because of how grim the deaths are. Terrifier 1, yeah, yeah, fair enough. I can get on board with it. There's one scene, and I was telling David Howard Thornton about it and Damien Leone. So there's a scene where Art the Clown has got this poor woman like suspended by her legs, and he's got a handsaw essentially. Anyway, he literally saws her in half. And in the dungeon on the boat ride, we have that. We don't actually have it, but we have like shadows. We have a projection of it. And the reason they did it upside down is because they knew that the blood rushing to the person's head would keep them alive for longer. And it was nothing like sexual or anything like that, but that's the reason why they did it. Terrifier 2 is more better than the first one. I love both, don't get me wrong. For sure, for sure. Also, Terrifier 2 got a massive like budget compared to the first one. But it's just incredible what they did with Terrifier 1 with such a small budget. Do you know what I mean? This makes me giggle. Is it the right bit? Yeah, it is. Farewell to arms. um, what was I saying? Yeah, so I think with a lot of horror movies recently, you know, they the deaths and the gore really hasn't done it for me. Like, there just hasn't been a lot of it. But I think after seeing the first Terrifier and Terrifier 2 and being like, guys, this is a film that has a lot smaller budget than we do. What the hell are we doing wrong? I think Scream 6 definitely got inspired by Terrifier 2, especially with the gore, because they really upped their game with that. He's such a little menace. I love it. I'd love to get into like doing horror movies. I'm currently working out all the time to the max to just get into a better shape because I really want to do. I've got an idea for a movie. I have got an idea for a movie, and I've got an idea for writing it out as like a short story first. Um, but I need to bulk up to get the pictures for it. It's going well so far. It's going well. Hopefully, I will fulfill my dream of one day being able to crush a watermelon between my thighs, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh. Now, this is the bit where they say about all the blood. Chris, if you're not sure what bit we're on, it's the bit where he's just shot his hand through the wall and it just goes whoosh. Oop, there it is. Also, another tidbit for you as well. So, because of different ratings in America, they had to change the color of the blood. Oh, yes, I can just about remember it now. Chris, I'm telling you, man, if you that's brilliant. Yes, it is. I'm telling you, man. If you literally like put your scene selection on, we're nearly at the bit with the furniture laughing. So, Paul, this is where I got my tattoo from. So, the laughing deer, that's where I got him from. It's just brilliant. This is brilliant. Gonna try and watch it later. I just want to chill and listen. Oh, that's fair. Listen to my soothing voice. I'm so sick of hearing my voice at the moment, honestly, after doing shows today. Yeah. This is actually me on a night out. Um, so yeah, the Evil Dead Revolution game, this is the opening for it, and they do it so perfectly. It's so good. So good. I really wish they'd bring out another Evil Dead game that isn't. I feel kind of bad for saying it. The iconic look on his face. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Loads of people have got that tattooed. I really, I don't know. I don't know if I might get more Evil Dead stuff on my tattoo. I don't know if I want like a bigger ash or something like that. I'm not too sure, but I know I'm definitely getting dog soldiers on the inside of my arm. Um, I'm getting the lament configuration from Hellraiser at the bottom of my arm. So that's like the cube with hooks, like looking like they're digging into my skin. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not too sure what I'm doing for the rest of my sleeve yet. And they had the clock in that sideshow place. I don't know why I'm like so intense with it because I've seen this like thousands of times. I just love it so much. Like this movie is so freaking iconic. You know, it's not even like the script is amazing because it's not. I've seen so many other films that have got more complex scripts than this, but you know, who'd have ever thought of having a guy with a chainsaw like wielding arm and like all these deadites and stuff like that? I don't know. It's just so iconic. I love this franchise so much. They did. I also want to know how Ash heard about this place because I'm not being funny or anything. I don't think the Nobies, so the scientist and his missus, would have put this up on Craigslist before they like suddenly died. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that iconic cellar door. Oh, I hate it when they throw him down the cellar. The monsters! Evil! Evil, the lot of them. Yes, I think we're definitely going to do Terrifier 2 for the next watch along. I think we're also going to do Dog Soldiers, which is another iconic film. You don't get a lot of good horror werewolf movies anymore, which is a damn shame because they are really good. Oh, you silly old man. See that line either, nobody was talking. Like nobody was talking in that second, They just don't make them like they used to anymore. I would love to see if you can do American Wealth in London too. Oh, I do love Dog Soldiers. Yes, 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 yes. American Wealth in London is controversial. I'm torn between Evil Dead. No, I'm going to have to say Evil Dead 2 is my favourite horror movie of all time. American Wealth in London is a close second. I adore American Wealth in London. David Norton. Oh, you'll like this, Paul. Hang on a second. Incidentally, Henrietta is played by the brother of the director, so that is Ted Raimi. That is funny. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, when we went to the For the Love of Horror and David Norton was there. Oh, hello, I've got a notification. David Norton was there. Like, he was lovely to talk to. Really, really nice guy. He's got a wicked sense of humour. Really wicked sense of humour. That's what I was going to have on my tattoo. I was going to have American Wealth in London. Um, yeah, Chris, we will absolutely do American Wealth in London if you want us to. We'll do Dog Soldiers as well. I love Dog Soldiers. I think it's incredible. It's an incredible movie. And there's a book out about dog soldiers. And the lady who wrote the book is now working with Neil Marshall to bring out another horror movie. So trying to get some interest in there, trying to worm my way in there a little bit. She's lovely. Janine is really, really nice. Yes, yes, she is lovely. I've got her on Instagram and we've had a few chats, so she is really, really cool. Apparently, if you look closely enough at that scene, you can actually see the line that the eyeball is traveling on. Yeah, so Janine Piper, I've had a few chats with her, and she's lovely, really, really nice girl. But Dog Soldiers, it's just frustrating because I know Neil Marshall brought out another film recently. Gareth watched it and he said it was abysmal, and that makes me really, really sad. I can't quite remember what the movie was. I've got no idea what the movie was. But I like The Descent, love Dog Soldiers, I'm here for it, but it's just a shame because you know how amazing his movies are, how amazing his movies have been, and then he brings out something like that, and you're like, oh, I'm not too sure, Neil. I don't know what you're playing at. The Reckoning is a good one. The Reckoning, The Lair. That's it. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, Gareth watched it and he said he really didn't like it. Really didn't like it. Henrietta, you're back. This really, so the new Evil Dead game, if anybody's got it, I kid you not, I cannot get past the first level because you can't actually save. So all your progress, you could be doing amazing, but then you'll run out of like ammo, you'll run out of health, and the boss is Henrietta. And by the time you get to her, you can't do it, and that really makes me angry. Like it really makes me hate the game because it's difficult anyway, and if you don't do it in a specific way, you won't complete the level, and that like really annoys me. What an odd line. Also, can we talk about the fact that Henrietta, we saw that she lost an eye and now she's got both her eyes back. The singing isn't creepy at all. Life. The makeup is so good. Like the Deadites are so iconic. I'd really like to be made up like a Deadite. I know that we want to do a horrify me photo shoot when I've lost a bit more weight, where I do Ash. I'm dressed up as Ash, and Gareth is dressed up as a Deadite. And it's going to be very interesting, I think. Very, very interesting. Sorry, I've got the plague. Oh, swearing. Ugh, I don't know if I'm going to be okay with that. This is a family friendly channel after all. Yeah, since I've got monetized, it is mad. Like, so once you get monetized, you have to like hit a certain criteria, or else they're just like, no, absolutely not. Also, I didn't realize that. So now I'm technically monetized, which is amazing. Like, I can once again, I can only thank you guys so much because I've like it's happened. However, they're now saying that you have to you have to earn a certain amount before they can give it to you. And I'm just like, bro, I have literally worked so hard. What is this? But it's mad. It's honestly mad. Like, if people say that YouTube is easy, just don't believe them. Do not believe them. I guarantee you that over Liverpool, as soon as I'm finished there, I will be editing it and putting it out straight away. Because the thing is with stuff like this, specifically conventions, if you don't put it out straight away, if you're not one of the first people to put it out, you haven't got a chance. You have not got a chance. Like, I've left things so late and only gotten like, I don't know, 20 views on some things, and it's like a massive competition, it is a lot. I'm just really looking forward to it. We love our conventions, and we love our little adventures out, and we love showing you guys. Also, Patreon news. I forgot about this. There's a lot going on. Apologies. It's getting very dramatic at the moment. Hello. Perfect. Yeah. So, Patreon, really exciting news. Like I was saying, we're getting a little hamper together. So, different little pieces from different places we've been to. So, at the moment, we've got something from the shop from Cursed Manor, and we've got something from the Hellfire Caves in London when we went. I love how Ash is all knowing about how the Deadites work, and he's only been a part of it for like 5 minutes. Yeah, so Liverpool Comic Con, we will be getting a few more bits to add to that hamper. Now, you can only enter into that competition if you are a Patreon. Obviously, I'll be doing different competitions for standard YouTube viewers, everybody else. But yeah, so that's really exciting. We're going to be doing that. That is what a smart decision looks like. When one guy's like, "Yeah, we'll do it all together," and the other one's like, "Absolutely not, mate. I am not doing that." That is something you didn't see a lot of in the early 2000s. Paul, like, let me know if you can agree with me. But with stuff like Cabin Fever and Hostel, you wouldn't have smart decisions. You would not have smart decisions. People would just go straight for the stupid and work so hard. Love the content you put out. Thank you so much, Paul. I really appreciate it. I love doing YouTube, and I love how we've managed to kind of create this thing. Like, it is mad. It is absolutely mad. The amount of people that have just been on board with it, like all the new people we've met, like Chris, Carla. It's just amazing. You know, Rogan, everybody like that. Matt and Izzy, Matty. I I never would have been able to meet these people if I didn't do this. And yeah, it's wild how like this has kind of become a little community now, and people are actively seeking us out at conventions and places we go out and wanting us to go places. Like, that is absolutely mad. Um, I've actually been in contact with somebody from America who has helped to produce a horror movie, actually a werewolf horror movie. Like, he started following me, and we're in chats at the moment, which is really, really cool. Like, that is mad. Paul, that's Professor Noby. Just like keeping you updated with that. His cheekbones are amazing. That's what we look like in the dungeon. It's always like really sharp cheekbones, really sunken in eyes. So dramatic. I love it. Yes, honestly, the reason we will survive the apocalypse in horror movies is because we learn from the stupid decision. Correct. Yes, yes, yes. I've started watching the gameplay for The Last of Us because I really want to watch the new series. Like, I adore Pedro Pascal so much. He is also daddy. He is very, very daddy. I'm not a simp all the time. Like, I'm not this thirsty all the time, I promise. I'm so glad Gareth isn't here to like hear how like simpish I am. He knows. He absolutely knows. He encourages it, actually. So before we went to London Comic Con, he would literally just put up Joseph Quinn compilations and try and get me to just like simp over him. I suppose that's support, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. If you could go to a convention and you could meet a dream guest, who would it be? Like, who would that dream guest be for you? You know, I'd definitely say Demon Tree. Another daddy, correct. And this is another reason why I like Evil Dead 2 so much. So the first Evil Dead, if you've seen it, there's a certain scene, and this poor girl basically gets attacked by vines. It's not pretty. It's really not nice to watch. And even Sam Raimi and Bruce said, we heavily regret putting that scene into the film. But I suppose at the time you think, oh my God, like this is so, I don't know, yeah, so visceral and this is going to get a reaction. But then afterwards, when you kind of realize what's going on, you're like, no, bad decisions were made. Unfortunately, it's one of the reasons why I don't watch Evil Dead as much. Robert Englund, I know he does Showmasters, but never goes London on my own. Yeah, it's London's very hit and miss for us, Chris. So actually, what was I going to say? Yes. That's something I was going to tell you guys. So we're actually going to London filming Comic-Con again. And we were meant to be going for Tony Todd. If you don't know who Tony Todd is, he's Candyman. Anyway, he's like apparently notorious for cancelling on conventions, but they confirmed him, and then he put up a tweet saying, yeah, this isn't happening, like I'm not going, I'm in a show, this isn't a thing. And so many people have brought tickets to go and see Tony Todd, and he's not going to be there, like us included. So hopefully they're going to have some guests that are actually worth going for. But that is so cheeky, isn't it? That is so cheeky. It's just so beautiful. Sorry. Yeah, so London filming Comic-Con, please, if you are thinking about going, just be careful with them because they can be so crafty. There's been so many things that have gone wrong, so many. If I didn't get that diamond pass for Joseph Quinn, I probably wouldn't have met him. He has cancelled that many times now. People get fed up with it, but it's just one of that. Yeah, I know. But would you really want to be known as the celebrity who just cancels all the time? Like, that is awful. You know, people pay money to come and see you, and then you're just like, yeah, no, I don't feel like turning up. Oh, you stupid man. Stupid. Don't you just watch horror movies and there's certain characters where it's like, I genuinely hope you perish. The first time I watched this, like I was so enamored with Bruce Campbell that I literally I was so angry, I was crying because of this idiot. But I was like 8 years old at the time, so I didn't really understand what was going on in my brain or like the chemical like imbalance that was going on in my head. I can confirm Bruce Campbell was one of the major, like, parts of my sexual awakening. But that shirt he's wearing again was at that horror museum. I would have stolen it. I would have absolutely stolen it. He's just such a beautiful man. Oh my God. And he's aged so well as well. I'm just like stopping talking because this is like one of my favorite bits coming up. I'm so excited. Yeah, so once again, like Chris, if you're ever thinking of going to London Film and Comic Con, please, just be careful. I mean, the layout is fine. Like the layout is fine. The organization for the most part is okay. It's just you hear so many horror stories, like schedules that just overlap with each other and people missing out on meeting guests that they've paid to meet. And we had this poor man come up to us and he wanted to meet Sylvester McCoy, but because it hadn't been communicated to him very well, he missed his slot. But fortunately they got him in later, but he was in tears. Like he was in tears. And it's such a shame because, you know, these people pay so much money. Oh, daddy. I'm the worst. Oh my God. Let it be known that Loucifer simps for Deadeye Ash. Oh, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's like werewolves, you know. I love protagonists that turn into werewolves. I think it's just such a power move. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Also, the Kandarian dagger, now you can actually get replicas of them on Mad About Horror, and I'm very, very tempted. Like, I got a bonus from work, and the Necronomicon is just looking so good at the moment. Don't stab Ash. Don't be mean. I can't believe it. Like, it's literally, you know, we're about 20 minutes away from the end of the film. So it's not that long at all. Silence. We're also trying to think of things to fill up our time effectively this year. So if anybody has got any, there needs to be on a t-shirt. Also, oh no, what a shame. She killed the hillbilly. Um, yes, it does, Paul. Correct. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm an awful person. I wouldn't be upset. Do you know what I mean? I would not be upset. Like, that is a very attractive possessed man. It must be like the neck muscles or something. I don't know. Yeah, so we're just trying to think of like what else we want to do with the year ahead of us, I think. Obviously, we've got a lot of conventions coming up, a lot of conventions. Like, the amount of conventions we've got now is disgusting. It really, really is. So we've got Liverpool Comic Con, we've got For the Love of Horror, we've got Manchester Comic Con, we have got HorrorCon as well. May get a tattoo there. Who knows? We've got Download. We've got Download coming up. I'm so excited for Download. Like, I love that place so much. And then we have got, that was Moth. I can only apologise. Yeah, we've got only ones have got Stoke-on-Trent. Yeah, and For the Love of Horror. Chris, I will meet you at Stoke-on. Stoke-con. There we go. Gareth is wrestling there, so come along and see him. I'm trying to prove a point. I'm trying to prove a point. For the Love of Horror as well. Yes, of course, we're going to be there For the Love of Horror. We're actually going to try and organise a little meetup, and it's going to, bear with me because I'll let you know what the hotel is that we're going to be using. Yeah, bear with me on that one, but it's a hotel that's very close to the venue that they're going to be doing the convention at, and we're going to try and organise a little Loucifer meetup, which will be very cute, very, very cute. Our friends Tina and Baz are going from the shore, from the shore as well, so that'll be quite nice. Oh, I love this bit. Chris, we're at the bit where the hillbilly's just been grabbed by Henrietta. Oh my God. That amount of blood. What? It's just Sounds good to me. Me and my partner will be at the Holiday Inn not far from. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, we'll definitely. Oh, Daddy, we'll definitely meet up. We've got so many people that we're going to try and see. It's going to be insane. Not too sure about the guests yet. I'm really not sure about the guests yet. I know they've got a load of people from the Blair Witch Project, which is fine. You know, people are into that. People like the Blair Witch Project. I can respect that, but I don't know. It's not for me. Do you know what I mean? But they've said that once, oh no, he's sad. Don't be sad. And he's back again, and we never see Deadeye Ash ever again, which is a crying shame. Yeah, so they've said, Monopoly Events have said that once Liverpool Comic Con is out of the way, then they're going to start putting more emphasis on For the Love of Horror. So hopefully we're going to see a couple more guests, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not too sure, man. But I do really want to get a tattoo at one of the horror conventions. Can you just imagine being thrown to the floor by Bruce Campbell? I'm sorry. Damn it! The only one I've booked so far is an autograph with William Forsythe, who was in Halloween and Cut. Ah, yes, very good, very good. I think Gareth wants to meet him. Has he already met him? I'm not too sure. Chris, you've watched our videos. Has Gareth already met him? But need to get a photo with him too. Oh man, we've done so many conventions now that I just don't know. I don't know when things happened, what went on, what didn't go on, like who we've met, who we haven't met. Paul, this seems pretty badass. This reminds me of Shaun of the Dead. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty fine man. And now you know why I call him Daddy. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Yes! Oh, yeah. I'm also getting my photo up with David Harbour tomorrow. Wish I could move as well as that tree does. So not many guests at the moment. I'm really not fussed with. I know Monopoly will pull out the back. Yeah, sure. Like Monopoly are usually really good with guests. I know there's rumours that they're going to be getting a lot of the Terrifier 2 cast. Specifically, what's her name? I should know. I've followed her on YouTube. The lady who played the Clown Cafe host, she's going, we think, which would be amazing. But yeah, like, yes, I do groovy. Yes, very good, Paul. Is there anything like you guys want us to do throughout the year? You know, we have got pretty much a pretty jam-packed year. However, there's just little bits that I want to do. I really want to go to Bath to do the Frankenstein experience. Really want to do the Frankenstein experience. Since speaking to Dean of the Dead about it, I really, really want to do it. Also, I really want to go to Whitby. However, we don't know if we're going to hold off until next year to go and do the Whitby Goth weekend in April. The only reason we can't do it this year is because I'm doing Scarefest. I'm doing the Halloween stuff, so you can come and watch the Halloween stuff. That's the way I always put it. But we've actually been given a press pass to go and do Doncaster Fear Factory in Yorkshire, which is really, really cool. Like, this is the first press pass we've been given for a horror Halloween scare industry kind of thing, which is really, really cool. I'm very excited for that. Also, we're definitely going to look at doing the podcast. We are definitely going to look at doing the podcast. I've had a bonus from work, so I'm going to look into getting a couple of microphones for us, getting a couple of getting a couple more cameras as well, so we can kind of make the setup a little bit more professional. My end goal is to have a studio. My end goal is to have a studio. If I could be like R.I.P. Paul O'Grady, if I could be like the spooky version of Paul O'Grady, I would be very, very happy with that. You know, like a less attractive Elvira. God, when you think about it, I can't believe how short this film is. And they were actually saying, so Bruce Campbell did a interview talking about Army of Darkness. So Army of Darkness is the next one in the Evil Dead franchise. I'm not a fan of it because it involves time travel, and I don't like time travel too much unless it's Doctor Who. Anyway, Bruce pretty much said, like, Army of Darkness was the death of the franchise. And I was like, how can you say that? How can you say that? But also, you're kind of right. Flying Ted Raimi! Whee! That bodysuit looks horrendous. Yeah, so Paul, I would recommend Army of Darkness because you like your black comedies. Like, it's very good. We can lend that one to you if you want, but they have different endings. So there's 3 different endings, I believe. Just look at him. Like, this live stream has basically been me simping over Bruce Campbell, and I can only apologize. But yes, we're also hoping to potentially. Whoa, 6 people! Hello, where'd you come from? Hello, if you haven't been with us for a long time, we are nearly at the end of Evil Dead. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the stream going. Hi, I have a question about the Diamond Pass. What do you get included? Because I want to go to a Comic Con and have no clue what the Diamond Pass includes. Huzzah! Hello, dear. So I will show you. Basically, are you going to a London Film and Comic Con? Because if you are, Q chumps. So if you are, so I'll show you my Joseph Quinn, for example. This is what I got. Now, basically, this is a free gift. This is a photo op, and this is a autograph. So I'm going to the one in Manchester. Right, okay. So like Chris says, that will be more of your queue jumping, I think. I believe. Chris, have you done Diamond Pass for Monopoly events before? If you have, let us know because you'll have more info on that than I have. Because I've only done Diamond Pass with London Film and Comic Con, and honestly, the gift was not worth it. But yeah, I think Chris is. I know Chris is right that it's basically queue jumps. So I don't know how many queue jumps it is. Is it you only get a certain amount of queue jumps? I'm not too sure because of the weekend. It's oh damn, is it? Yowie wowie, okie dokie. Have no clue. Yeah, so I do pretty much think it is like queue jumping, so you don't have to wait as long. But just double check your details on that one to see how many guests you actually get with that, because I have no clue. We are thinking about doing Diamond Pass at some point soon. We might be doing it for the love of horror. Um, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's basically queue jumping for autos and photos that you are booked on. Lovely, thank you, Chris. So, like Chris said, huzzah! It's queue jumping for your photo ops and for your autographs, which is really cool. Which is completely different to the Diamond Pass I got. So this Diamond Pass was pretty much only for Joseph Quinn, and it cost me a lot of money. We don't talk about it. Also, they didn't give us a lanyard either, so I had to basically buy this lanyard, which it's cute. I like it, but oh, that's good. I can't wait to meet Ezekiel from The Walking Dead and the guy from Shazam. Yes, 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 yes. I think. Are we going to that one now? I feel like is that the same? Is that the one? If you watch The Boys, is that the same one that the guy who plays Homelander is going to? Because I think that's the one we're going to. Gareth wants to meet him. Yeah, so that should basically answer your question, Hussar. Thank you for joining, much appreciated. Oh, is it? Yes. So that's the one we're going to. So fun story. The guy who plays Homelander. Yes. So that's the one we're going to. So come and see us and we'll say hello. But so my brain can't distinguish between the actor and the character with the guy who plays Homelander. So I am absolutely terrified of meeting him. Gareth is going to go up to him and say, like, my partner's here, but she's too scared to meet you, and see if he can wave at me. I'm such an idiot. Ah. Wonder what it's like getting a knife in your back. Sorry, we're watching Evil Dead 2, so we're just like yeah. So Homelander's going. I'm not too sure who else is going. I know Zachary Levi's going, who plays Shazam. Yes, who plays Billy Benson, which is really, really cool. I would want to meet him for Flynn Rider, though, from Rapunzel, because I think he's great. I really do. I don't know who else I'm kind of meeting this year. I haven't really paid attention. Gareth, see, this is the problem. Gareth is always the one who has all the information and everything we're doing. I just vlog it and go along for the ride and say stupid things. Also, watching this makes me really want a white streak in my hair, but I know how that would go down. My hair would literally fall out. But yeah, because we are basically nearly coming towards the end of the film. Like, if anybody has any questions about anything we are potentially doing in the future, any conventions, My Haunted Hotel, wow, that's high up. So I know that they've introduced a new subscription service where you get more stuff. And the way that Brett, who does it, was explaining it to me, it makes so much more sense. Like, I said to him, you need to get away from that place because you've got multiple like possessed items. It's not good. I have no idea what is going on in this part. All I remember thinking when I first watched this was, oh my God, he's got such a nice butt. Yeah, so we're doing My Haunted Hotel for my birthday, which is really, really exciting. And now that I've got a new phone, I've got a iPhone 11, I think. So I'm not completely up to date, but you know, it's not smashed and it's better than what I had. Now that I've got an iPhone 11, you know, we're thinking of doing a mini live stream at my haunted hotel, but we will see about that. And we'll have to see if we capture anything on it, which is, yeah, going to be very interesting. Gareth has just woken up. I can't believe it. I mean, just look at that finesse. What a beautiful man. Are you okay, babe? You sound so grumpy. Hello.
No.
Hello. Gareth's here, everybody. Wahoo. You are literally at the end of the film. There we go. We'll move this over. So, there we go. And that means that Ash is basically in the past.
Oh, hello, everyone.
See, more people have come on now because you've turned up. You've shaved.
Yeah.
We're done. We're finished. What did we think, Paul? What did we think? Right, where is the stop button? Enough of this. Enough of the silliness. We have another lovely individual who's going to Manchester Comic Con. Huzzah! See, look, they missed you. Yes, Huzzah is going. They are going to do the Diamond Pass.
Oh.
So, which one did we think of that we were going to do the Diamond Pass for?
Potentially sci-fi.
Were we not going to do it for the love of horror?
No, but weekend. We've got a weekend.
Oh, so we have.
Tickets have already been ordered.
Hello, sweet prince.
Yay!
Thanks, Paul. I like to know that I am. Am I your sweet prince as well? Please tell me I'm your sweet prince. Oh, yes. Yeah, so we've already got our weekend passes for the love of horror. So potentially, I'd love that. That was yes, it's good, isn't it? It is a very good movie. I will let you borrow Army of Darkness because again, it's not a vibe check, not a vibe.
It's fun though.
Yeah,
It's
a fun movie, but I don't class it as an Evil Dead movie because it just.
Oh, have you seen that? There's a special screening in Sheffield of Evil Dead Rise, on April 14th.
Can we go?
I don't know who I'm working.
Can we go?
Let me check the diary.
We're gonna stream for like about 5 more minutes, I think, and then I think we're going to call it a day. But can you imagine if we went to a screening of Evil Dead Rise? We're thinking of going
working.
And just like that, my dreams are dashed. We're also thinking of going to the. Of course you are. Thanks, Paul. We're thinking of going to the Horror Movie Film Festival in London, which is very cool. So we'll update you on that one. But yeah, I was just saying that we've got a lot planned. Yeah. I really want to go to Bath.
The bathroom's just through there. I'm joking. I know.
Guys,
for the Frankenstein.
I try for you so hard. This is how our conversations go. So at the start of the year, we plan like what we're going to do. And I say something like, I really want to do this. And you just look at me like.
Did you want to go to the Mary Shelley thing?
I do. This is my boomstick, Paul, correct? Do you think I need to add to my Evil Dead sleeve? Let me know in the comments. I really want to. I want Ash's face right here. Yeah, I really want to go to Bath to do the Frankenstein exhibit. Exhibition. I always get those two mixed up. I really want to do that. Like I said, I don't think we're going to go to Whitby until next year now, are we? Because we are so busy, and also because we really want to do the Goth weekend, don't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see what our plans are. I mean, I knew Gareth would say that. Which bit?
Probably the bit that I'm working, or where the bathroom is. It is that kind of my sense of humour.
This is our relationship. This is how it goes. This is the vibe. Chris is going to come and see us at Stoke Con. Ooh. Yes, very excited. Gareth's a very good wrestler. Aren't you, dear?
Well,
the answer is yes. He's a very good wrestler. Yes, right. I'm going to wrap this puppy up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like, big preach. Yeah, I'm thinking either Dog Soldiers or Terrifier the Bath. Yes, he has. This is how I know he's going to be a good dad, because he makes stupid dad jokes already. Yeah, so I'm going to wrap this puppy up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching Evil Dead 2 with me. I know there wasn't as many people tonight, but that's absolutely fine. We will probably do a live stream this month coming up. So what we do is we do one live stream and then we do one watch along. It will either be Dog Soldiers or Terrifier 2. Potentially Terrifier 2, because I know you guys really want to see my reaction to that scene. You can get Terrifier 2 on DVD, Blu-ray. Paul, I would give you our Terrifier 2 DVD, but we've only got one, so you're gonna have to source that out. Yeah, so potentially Terrifier 2. And then the following month, we can always do Dog Soldiers. Dog Soldiers is amazing. It's such a good movie. Yeah. Thanks, so much fun. Thank you. Yes, and thank you, Paul. And we shall see you tomorrow. I'm tired. We're going to swap now, I think. Yes, potentially. I'm going to nap. Yes, thank you so much again for watching along. We're hopefully going to get a few more people next month, which is fine. It's fine.
It's a cool little hangout.
It is a cool little hangout. It's a very good little hangout. But yeah, I've got the box set on Blu-ray of Terrifier 2. Terrifier. Yeah, we've got the box set as well. How could we not? How could we not? All I'll say is don't watch food whilst you're... don't watch food. Don't eat food whilst you're watching it. Oh
don't
my
watch food while you're eating
God.
the movie. It's been a long day, hasn't it? It's okay. It's okay. You're going to meet David Harbour on Sunday.
I've been talking about the plague too much. It's not my fault. Right. I hope you've had a good day. If not, that's okay. Always remember, tomorrow's a new day. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, end.